Hello, this is Rachel, and this is a borderline recovery coaching channel. And I wanted to talk about neutral faces today. So, borderlines and people with the traits of borderlines are really, really good at reading people. So, body language, facial expressions, tone of voice. And that's kind of part of the protection system, is being able to read people and read them quickly. And so when we see a neutral face that we can't read, a lot of times it's taken offensive or as a threat that you're seeing the neutral face, because it seems like the neutral face is a controlled thing, because you can't help but make micro expressions and make expressions when you're speaking or doing something that has to do with what's really going on or what you're really feeling. And so the neutral face comes across like it's intentional, which some people can naturally or have trained themselves to have a neutral face, like an attorney or somebody with a career managing people, or a public figure, stuff like that, or just anybody like that. So that has to hide how they really feel. Positive and negative, they have to hide. Positive could be they find something humorous, but it may not be appropriate. But for them, that would be a positive thing that they're hiding, is their laughter, what's funny to them. And they're trained to have a neutral face to hide how they feel, period, in a situation where they have to seem very objective. So, is the neutral face on purpose? Probably. Is the person with the neutral face trying to hide something? Probably. But then you have to take into consideration if the person had to be trained like this, or if they have a career or profession or situation where they had to train themselves to be like that, because then it puts in a whole nother judgment scale. So, like I said, you know, if someone's happy and they're not threatening, it would be harder for them to contain the happiness or not show that expression at all. And a lot of times you can read happiness in someone's eyes. So it's really hard to hide that. So, except for toxic people, usually when people who are happy around you, they're not usually a threat. So, the fact that you can't read them and you don't know what they're hiding are the threatening parts of a neutral face. But there's something to learn about this neutral face that agitates us, because we can learn how to use the neutral face to hide the information, the feelings, and thoughts that we really don't want people to know or see that easy, like wearing your heart on the sleeve or just being very direct or very open. You give away a lot of information with your face and your body language. So, there's times where you can apply this, and when you apply it where it fits for you, you automatically get less defensive, even when you see it with other people. And if you see it from a perspective of you're a good observer, you know how to read people, you're almost an expert at it. The fact that, so you are like that, you'll notice things that a lot of people wouldn't. So a lot of people, even if they see it as a threat, or even if it is a threat, or it can be seen like that, they don't even notice it. So knowing that you're really, really good at that should be a positive and make you feel good. And it's always good reading the neutral face to try to think of like the word neutral and what neutral is. And a lot of times you can have a neutral attitude, or just see it as, well, I need to take this like more neutral another thing is that you could have a friend or a coworker, somebody you kind of know, or somebody who's mostly a stranger but you have to deal with sometimes. And on a regular basis, they show you like facial expressions. But this one time they show neutral expression, and it got on your nerves, and you thought, wow, this person's my enemy now. They got some up their sleeve and things like that. But the truth is, they might be having a bad day. They might just feel apathy at the time, or they might feel like they can't really be open and show those facial expressions for another outside reason. Could be that boss is around, or a certain family member, or they're out in public. So there's a lot of things to factor in before you automatically think they're your enemy or they got something going on up their sleeve. So you don't want to ruin a relationship or have a break or separation in the relationship because there was a response into automatically assuming that the neutral face is a threat. And I would just say, for the most part, act like it's not a threat. A lot of times you can look at that neutral expression, that neutral face, and think of the word whatever, so try to find a way to cope with it. Don't see it as threatening without taking these things into consideration with your observations added to it. But save yourself, the anger, the snapping, the assuming the worst thing, because it's not good for you. Obviously, the other person's not going to appreciate that, but it's not good for you, and it causes health problems and can ruin your day. So just take it easy and remember that the neutral face, there's something to learn about it we can apply to our own lives, and there's ways to decipher or discern whether it's really a threat or not, or if this is somebody having a bad day, or if this person is trained to be like this. And knowing that most time the neutral face is controlled, then you got to think of, what does this person have to hide in this situation, this question, or whatever. But don't jump the gun and don't get really upset. The knowledge you get from observing and considering these things helps you stay calm and make the right decisions. So I hope that all of you comment and have a good day. Email me or look in the description if you want life coach emails or phone calls. We can do some kind of video call too. So my email's in there with my PayPal. Thank you.